Welcome back to my channel. So in a previous video I asked if anybody knew what this was, and if you guessed a driveline safety loop, then you're correct. Today I'm going to finish building it and show you where it goes. So here's the GT3 chassis again from the passenger side, and the driveline safety loop goes right down in here. I'm going to finish building it today and install it so you can see how it looks. But for those that you don't know, the driveline comes off the back of the transmission and is pretty close to that point right there where that hoop is. That would be the front of the driveline, and then the back of the driveline goes between those two thin uprights back there. And what the driveline loop does is, in case a U-joint breaks or driveline breaks, it kind of keeps it encapsulated in between those 2 points, and hopefully it won't smash through the tin and hit you and cause some damage. So this driveline loop was a little too short, so I cut some short pieces of tubing, slid them over and welded them on already. But now I've got to make a way to bolt this to the floorboard in the race car. The way I'm going to do that is I'm going to take these flange nuts and weld them in here. And to do that, I'm going to screw in a bolt that I don't need. And then I can hold them in place while I tack them and then finish weld them. Got to clean out this burr on the inside edge. Just using a big rat tail file. Better. Put a small tack on there, and you can use the bolt for leverage to wiggle it around and line up the rest of it. Put another tack on it. A little hammer to massage it around and get it flat. Now I'm putting a third tack on it. It looks relatively flat in there. Doesn't have to be perfect. Leave the bolt in while you're welding. That way if any slag hot chunks of metal get inside the threads. The bolt there will keep them out of the inside of the threads of the nut. Probably tell by the sound that I stitch welded that. When you've got a gap in thin metals, I tend to stitch weld stuff. Or brush off some of the dingleberries off your bolt, put it in the other nut. It's kind of hard to see, but I use my thumb and my forefinger. I shove them down on top of the plate of the nut, and then I use those, my finger and my thumb, to kind of hold it flush with the top edge of the tube while I do my tack. I'll take the hammer, kind of visually level it in the tube. Looks pretty good. A couple more tacks. And finish weld it. Now if you don't get perfect welds, don't worry about it, because you got to sand it off flat and level anyway, so that it'll sit flat on the floorboard of the car.